to The Insider, the ongoing video series that keeps you up to date on all things IPW. I am the voice of Independence Pro Wrestling, J-Rod, and we've been waiting all year, and we finally reached it, the pinnacle of IPW, War on the Shore. We started with the announcement that due to repeated no-call, no-shows and failure to fulfill contractual obligations, Jamal King's IPW contract has been terminated and the IPW Championship is now vacant. Fate of 8 tournament runner-up Dior Nolans would interrupt, saying he should be the champion anyway because he got screwed over in the finals of the Fate of 8 tournament against Chad Alpha. Dior would compete in a 4-way match against the Colonel of Clappin' Cheeks, LaDon Sanders, one half of the tag team champions Vendrick Bison, and 3 Hardens Mondo Real. In an evenly matched opener, Dior Nolans would pick up the win. His victory lap was cut short though, as Fate of 8 tournament winner and #1 contender Chad Alpha came to ringside. Alpha, extremely disappointed in Jamal King, was left without a dance partner in the main event. Alpha stated he had no interest in being gifted the IPW Championship. He wanted to earn it. Since Dior believed he was screwed last time they met, Alpha offered that the main event could be Dior Nolans versus Chad Alpha for the vacant IPW Championship. All parties agreed, and we were guaranteed to end the night with a new IPW champion. Interim IPW Michiana champion, Hype Jimmy Sholin, has reached his 25th year wrestling anniversary. In the lead-up, Hype faced several opponents that he was familiar with over the course of his career, but nobody would compare to the man that was responsible for getting Sholin into the business, the zombie princess, Jimmy Jacobs. A very well-respected veteran, Jacobs would be the toughest test to Sholin's title reign yet. A back-and-forth nail-biter of a match. Jimmy Sholin successfully defended the title and defeated Jimmy Jacobs. Back in April, Sholin made a promise to lineal Michiana champion TDG that Sholin would hold on to the title until TDG returned so that the two could compete to unify the titles. Sholin will not have to wait much longer as TDG emerged from the curtain, making his return after nearly 4 months away. The Michiana champion was met with cheers and a hug from Sholin. These two would not meet at War on the Shore though. TDG wanted to settle some unfinished business first. When TDG got injured, he was then beaten down badly by Brutus Dillon. Before unifying the titles against Sholin, TDG wanted to get that one back. Brutus Dillon accepted the challenge. Eager to get back into the running for the Michiana title, TDG took a pounding from the 400-pound monster, but it was actually a great test to prove that his body would hold up, and it did. In the truest instance of David versus Goliath we have ever seen in IPW, TDG was able to find victory in his return to the ring. The interim IPW Michiana champion, the Hype, Jimmy Sholin, and the lineal IPW Michiana champion, TDG, will go one-on-one to unify the Michiana titles and to determine who is the undisputed Michiana champion on July 28th at Aftermath. The next match took the phrase bad blood literally. Former IPW Women's Champion Stella Buho took on defending IPW Women's Champion Thunder Kitty LaFleur in a first blood match. In what may very well have been the most violent women's match in IPW history, Stella Buho drew first blood and regained the Women's Championship. The future of the division has a big question mark next to it now. Next up, the Michiana Classic, a timed entry over-the-top rope elimination match. The winner would have 365 days to claim a shot at the Michiana Championship. The match began with Jeremiah Nazareth and debuting former pro basketball player Darius Luttrell. The match saw competitors like Felix Morio, Vendrick Bison, Dragon Jones, Brutus Dillon, and even Derek Wolf. One by one, athletes watched their opportunity slip from their grasp until only Jeremiah Nazareth remained in the ring to be our third ever Michiana Classic winner. The match of the night with the highest stakes would come next. Anderson Knight versus Big Jorge in a Mexican strap match. If Big Jorge won, Anderson Knight would rejoin the Golden Initiative Project for the remainder of his career. If Anderson Knight won, Jeremiah Goldmain would be released from his IPW contract. I think I can speak for everyone in IPW when I say that the moment of the night came when Anderson Knight came away with the win, and we got to see the look on Jeremiah Goldmain's face when he found out he is now unemployed. As the crowd chanted for Goldmain to get his ass out of the ring and off the ship, Jeremiah Goldmain told Jorge to leave with him. But the agreement wasn't that Jorge had to leave, just Goldmain. And Big Jorge refused. This enraged Goldmain, who slapped Big Jorge across the face, then slapped referee Gary. Gary socked Goldmain right in his stupid face, and Goldmain stumbled into Big Jorge, who shocked everyone by slamming Jeremiah Goldmain through the mat. After everyone left ringside, Jeremiah Goldmain left kicking and screaming as security carried him out of the ring and out of sight. I am happy to announce that the paperwork has been processed and Jeremiah Goldmain has officially been released from IPW. Since 2019, Josh Raymond and Terry Van Avery, the home team, have been the best of friends. They saw the highest of highs together, such as winning the IPW tag team titles together, Josh Raymond winning the interim IPW championship, and Terry Van Avery winning the Fate of 8 last year. They also saw the lowest of lows together, such as being beaten by the Death Threat Army, Terry Van Avery's substance abuse, and Josh Raymond's health scare that nearly put him out of wrestling forever. But their bond ultimately was severed when Josh Raymond stabbed Terry Van Avery in the back at War on the Shore 3. After a full year of waiting, Josh Raymond would finally face Terry Van Avery in the most highly anticipated grudge match in IPW history. What was advertised as a wrestling match turned out to be more like a fight. Josh Raymond was busted open early, and Terry Van Avery's shirt and necklace were ripped off in the melee. After both men fired their best shot and the other was still standing, Josh Raymond chose to blindside the referee. During this time, Raymond reached into the referee's pocket to retrieve the chain he had stolen from Van Avery's neck earlier. Raymond then set up a table in the corner and wrapped the chain around his fist. But when Raymond turned around, he was tackled hard through the table by Van Avery. There was no 3 count though, due to the referee being incapacitated. While Van Avery was trying to revive the ref, he never noticed the chain wrapped around Josh Raymond's fist. Before the referee could turn around, Josh Raymond knocked Terry Van Avery the fuck out with a punch, then slapped the Coriolis on Van Avery. An already unconscious Van Avery couldn't tap, leading the referee to call the match off, making Josh Raymond your winner by technical submission. Josh Raymond had one final message for Terry Van Avery. I taught you everything you know, not everything that I know. We reached our main event, a rematch of the Fate of 8 tournament finals. The Gift, DR Nolans, versus the Specimen, Chad Alpha, for the vacant IPW championship. This match, just like the first one, was as close as it could be. It is safe to say that right now, these are the top 2 athletes that IPW has to offer. Chad Alpha said he wanted to earn it, and that's exactly what he did, with a huge jackhammer, followed by a 3 count in the center of the ring to become the new IPW champion. War on the Shore 4 comes to an end, and the journey to War on the Shore 5 begins. That concludes this edition of The Insider. Join us this Saturday as IPW presents Aftermath.